Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and as you guys may know, I have enjoyed the Kung Fu Panda movies. I don't feel like I have talked about them enough. I've enjoyed Kung Fu Panda 1, Kung Fu Panda 2, Kung Fu Panda 3, and the Nickelodeon show that was like 2 seasons. And I know that Kung Fu Panda has like another spin-off show that was made, I think on Netflix, and another one that's going to be made that's going to come out on Netflix too, and then another one I forgot on what streaming platform. So I think they have like what 3, maybe 4 spin-off shows if memory serves me right. And Kung Fu Panda 2 is my favorite because it's like one of those sequels that I did not expect to be better than the original, and here's Kung Fu Panda 2 being better than the original. And not saying that the first one was bad, it's just Kung Fu Panda 2 was like unexpectedly good for me. And also Kung Fu Panda 3. And I'm not saying that if they made a Kung Fu Panda 4 it would be bad. But kinda like with Toy Story 3, well, like the Toy Story series, I think the third one should have been the end. Because the fourth Toy Story movie, which I didn't see in theaters on purpose, was not as good as the first 3. And I felt like Toy Story 3 had a perfect ending to it. Now, Kung Fu Panda is getting a 4th movie. And I may see it. I may give it a shot. I'm more open to giving Kung Fu Panda 4 a shot than I was giving Toy Story 4 a shot. But at the moment, I am in a similar camp as Toy Story 3. Or the Toy Story series. How Kung Fu Panda should have been, like, the third one should have been the last one in the series, because I felt like now post complete, now he has his adopted father and his birth father and his like other pandas to talk to, and it ended on a really happy note. And not saying that the people behind Kung Fu Panda can't make a compelling story, because they got the potential, but I think that Kung Fu Panda 3 should be the end. But I could feel like differently by the time I'm done reading this article. Who knows? But as of right now, I think Kung Fu Panda 3 should be the end. Should have been the last Kung Fu Panda movie. And I haven't been really caught up to the Kung Fu Panda first, per se, because of the multiple spin-off shows, which I'm still yet to watch some of them, which I have plans to, but that's just me. Let's get into this article. And this article came out on, or was updated on December 29th of last year. So it says Kung Fu Panda 2 gets its release date. What to expect from the plotline? Okay. Kung Fu Panda 4 is one of the most awaited animated films. DreamWorks Animated confirmed that the 4th movie of the franchise was in production and is currently planned for March 8th of 2024 release date. So it's coming out next year in like a little bit less than 2 months. Next year. So like in like what 13ish days and 13ish months. Give or take 13, 14ish months. Okay. The franchise consists mainly of 3 CGI animated films. Kung Fu Panda, which was released in 2008, Kung Fu Panda 2, which was released in 2011, and Kung Fu Panda 3, which was released in 2016. These loved anime movie sequels gathered lots of audience throughout the world. The success of Kung Fu Panda's sequels would pave the way for the 4th film. Earlier, rumors circulated over the years that Kung Fu Panda 4 was under production and will happen soon. Though the rumors became true, but production was not started at the time. But production was not started at the time. There you go. Words. Hard for me. After 6 long years of the gap, the franchise decides to come back with a fourth film. In August 2022, DreamWorks Animation confirmed that the Kung Fu Panda 4 was in production. In December 2010, DreamWorks Animation CEO Jeffrey Katzenberg said that the Kung Fu Panda series was planned to have 6 films, or chapters altogether. So, essentially, there's that possibility where we'll have Kung Fu Panda 5 and 6. I mean, kind of like with the Avatar films, I'm going to use the same argument that I used with the Avatar films when like James Cameron and Disney announced that they were planning to do like 4 more sequels, and this was like before Avatar 2 came out. That announcing that many sequels may be too much. Let's see how fans feel about Avatar 2 and 3 first, before announcing there were going to be Avatar 4 and 5. And now, at this point, there might be Avatar 6 and 7. But I'm going to use the same argument as with Avatar as I'm going to use with this. Let's see how Kung Fu Panda 4 is. Let's see how it votes well with the audience before announcing, hey guys, we're going to get a 5th Kung Fu Panda movie. And then after that, we're going to get a 6th Kung Fu Panda movie. But that's going to be the last one in the series. Because they could announce it, and then Kung Fu Panda 5 and 6 could easily like not happen. I mean, it's not like we had like movies that were going to be like cinematic universes, kind of like how the MCU is, at least tried to be, but was cut off after like one film, such as Green Lantern, for example, the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. That was trying to set up as a cinematic universe, but we all saw that, yeah, that there was, even to this day in 2023, there's no Green Lantern sequel with Ryan Reynolds. In fact, there's going to be like apparently a Green Lantern TV show with talk about sending around Jon Stewart, which may be a video that I may be coming out later this week. Keep your eyes peeled for it. Anywho, getting back to this article, so let me read that because I kind of realized I didn't read the full sentence. In December 2010, DreamWorks Animation CEO Jeffrey Katzenberg said that the Kung Fu Panda film series was planned to have 6 films or chapters altogether of a Student and the Master trilogy, with the 3 sequels to follow Kung Fu Panda 3. So, Kung Fu Panda 1 through 3 was Po being a student, and then Kung Fu Panda 4 through 6 will be him being master? Or am I are there wires crossed? Let me know. The filmmakers of Kung Fu Panda 3 were asked about the possibility of the 4th film in August 2016. The co-creator Jennifer Young Nelson said, "It's one at a time. We want to make this a perfect duel. And then we'll see what happens after that." That has to be like one of the best answers anyone can give, in my opinion. And the co-creator Alessandro Carloni responded with, quote unquote, "With the sequels, we don't want to try to have them open-ended. We wanted it to feel like a complete journey, and we feel this movie does. And then it's a fantastic story presents itself great. And then if a fantastic story presents itself great. Also, really great answer. Because I don't want, like, a fourth. Since Kung Fu Panda 4 is the theme of this video, I don't want a Kung Fu Panda 4 just for the hell of it. I want a compelling story out of Kung Fu Panda 4. And since I mentioned Toy Story before, I feel like that was part of, like, the issue with Toy Story 4. So that they wanted to get, like, they just want to make another movie. I feel like the movie itself, like the story, wasn't as compelling as it could have been. And like I said, with Toy Story 3, Toy Story 3 should have been the end. Now, I could be jumping the gun and saying with my statements with Kung Fu Panda, where Kung Fu Panda 3 should have been the end. Because who knows? Maybe Kung Fu Panda 4, 5, and 6 could be great. And Kung Fu Panda 6 could be a really fantastic ending. Who knows? But until I see the movies in theaters, I'm going to keep the stance I'm at. But that I have. But still will give them a shot. If that makes sense. When asked about any updates on Kung Fu Panda 4, Nielsen replied in August 2018 that she did not know, as she had always seen the series of trilogy, but that she was open to the idea of the fourth installment as long as it is focused on Po. The plotline for Kung Fu Panda 4 is yet to be out, but it seems Po can be seen reuniting with his biological father and his family. Isn't that what the third one was? Or, no. The third one was Po reuniting with his father and his village. So maybe Kung Fu Panda 4, what they mean is that they're going to take it one step further with his father and reconnect with his father, per se. His birth father. Who knows? In the third film, Po entered the panda village and united with his dad and other pandas. Po taught his son the art of Kung Fu and turned him into a Kung Fu master. Po has a son? I need to rewatch Kung Fu Panda 3 then, because I totally missed this part where Po had a son. Maybe this article had a typo, but I totally missed that part where Po got a girl pregnant. Or maybe like it would happen off screen, and that's why I missed it. If that's the case, that makes sense why I missed it. But if it happened on screen and Po had a biological son, if Po had a biological son and I missed it, then I need to rewatch. Kung Fu Panda's getting a rewatch for me sometime soon. Po blasted Kai into oblivion by overloading his chi, and thereby freeing all Kung Fu masters who were under Kai's control when he took their chi. If Kai returns to Kung Fu Panda 4, Po will fight with him and put an end to all his misdeeds. I'm trying to think. Was that villain of Kung Fu Panda 2? Did he survive? I might have to rewatch the Kung Fu Panda trilogy, because I believe the first villain, he died. And I'm saying that because the show that was on Nickelodeon had the bad guy of the first film have a nephew, and I believe the nephew said something about his uncle dead, and he's trying to find the Dragon Warrior and get his revenge. I don't remember if the villain of the second movie died. Third one didn't. I don't know. Anyways, the plotline of Kung Fu Panda 4 is yet to be cut yet to be out, but it seems Poe can be seen reuniting with his. Alright. Alright, read that? Okay, so the full cast list for Kung Fu Panda 4 is yet to be revealed, but according to the IMDb listing, almost all the main characters in the voice cast are returning to the film, including Angelina Jolie as Tigress, Jack Black as Poe, Seth Rogen as Mantis, Jackie Chan as Monkey, Lucy Liu as Viper. Correct me if I'm sorry if I mispronounced any of these words. Dustin Hoffman as Master Shifu, and David Cross as Krang. Hopefully there will be more additions to the cast list. We will come up with all the updates of Kung Fu Panda 4 as soon as we get anything new. Until the new film releases, fans can enjoy the television series Kung Fu Panda: The Dragon Knight, which is currently available on Netflix. Season 2 of the animation series will be released on January 13th, 2023, which for me, by the time I'm recording this, is tomorrow. I don't know if I will drop this video today or not. But, I might actually have to watch that Dragon Knight. But here's where my stance is. With Kung Fu Panda 4. Will I give it a chance? Yeah. Am I excited for it? I'm skeptically optimistic about it. The optimistic part, it comes from how I've enjoyed the first 3 films. But the skepticalism is the fact that I'm kind of worried that if not this movie, then potentially Kung Fu Panda 5, there'll be that magic that was there with the first 3 might start to rub off, and I'm kind of worried that will be a thing with Kung Fu Panda 5 and 6, and maybe 4 to a certain extent. Like I said, I want a compelling story. If they can find a compelling story to tell with 4, which it seems like they probably did with 4, and then 5 and 6, then I'm all up for Kung Fu Panda 4, Kung Fu Panda 5, and Kung Fu Panda 6. But at the moment, I reserve the right to be very skeptical about the whole situation. But, like I said, I do have a level of faith in them based off what I've seen with the first 3 Kung Fu Panda movies, and the Nickelodeon show that I've watched. I have not watched the Dragon Knight yet, so I reserve judgment on that. And if you guys want me to do a review of Kung Fu Panda: The Dragon Knight, I will do it for you guys. But with that said, let me know what you guys think about this news in the comment section down below. Are you guys excited for Kung Fu Panda 4 or not? Or are you like me, cautiously optimistic? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you fellow mutuals later. Later, taters.